Hello, I'm Yasuo Kuhara, a professor of Department of Interactive Media, Tokyo Polytechnic University. Now I present my work and study entitled AI Photographer Rainbow Mutations using Artistic Style Transfer Neural Networks. You can see on my backside, this is AI photographers rainbow mutations itself. You can see this works while listening my talk. First, I introduce artistic style transfer neural networks. This is a typical application of AI, especially deep learnings for art. In 2018, I developed AI Artist Painting Mirror. This works transforms images from camera into an artistic style in real time, like a mirror. Using deep neural network, this AI learned 10 painter's styles in advance. This is a list of the artist style and example of transformed data. Egyptian, Da Vinci, Renoir, Gough, Chirac, and Munch, Cubist, Matisse, Mondrian, and Hokusai. One example of exhibition is here. This is Nakano campus art festa. And next, I applied this style transfer method to experimental photography. It is called AI photographer rainbow mutations. In this case, AI learns the method of contemporary photographer Taisuke Koyama. The left side. Rainbow form is a source image, and photographer Koyama added this form distortions, in this case waves, and produced distorted rainbow images. Similarly, AI photographers learned distortion data, many types of distortion in advance, and generate various mutations of a rainbow forms. Now, next, I show you various and colorful samples of distortion mutations. As the source images, I used 12 rainbow forms of photographer Koyama. These rainbow photos were taken outside by Koyama various posters in the city. And so, next, various distortions are applied to rainbow forms. As a result, various mutations are generated. Here you see 5 distortions: waves, bubbles, meltings, multi-shot, Hijack Hercule. First, waves. I use 12 waves distortions. Waves are made on the surface of the water and make distortion on the rainbow forms. AI photographer generate 48 mutations. Close up one example. Here's rainbow colors becomes very soft touch and waves appears on the surface. I like this one. And so, next mutation is by bubbles. 8 bubbles I use. Water bubbles are dropped on the rainbow poster and make distortion to the rainbow colors. AI photographers generate 14 mutations. Closers, one example. Color is like a wave sample, very soft touch. And so many bubbles appear so clearly. You can see many bubbles, large one or small one. And so matches the rainbow's colors. It's so beautiful. We feel emotional. And next is melting. I use 48 melting distortion data. Let's look closer one example. This one. You can see the color ink is melted on the rainbow posters and some variations of the rainbow colors. AI photographers generate 105 mutations. Look closer, one sample. These mutations mixed the melting distortion and waves distortions and dual distortion. And the samples is very tender and lovely colors, mixed waves distortions, and texture is very waves. However, next sample is so cool and influenced by bubble distortions. And this bubble forms that clearly appears on the surface of rainbow colors. And next, we go to multi-shot distortion data. I use 11 multi-shot distortion data. What is multi-shot? When you use multi-shot of camera function, normally you take a continuous motion like athlete motion sports. In this case, when you use multi-shots, the target, its posters, rainbow posters, is rotated intentionally using multi-shots. And the noisy lines appears as a distortion because the target is rotated while multi-shotting. And so AI photographer generate 24 mutations. Look closer. One sample. This sample is mixed multi-shot and waves distortion. Multi-shot lines and waves are mixed comfortably. However, next sample, and these samples are mixed bubbles and multi-shot. Next sample, we cannot see any more noisy line, just bubble shot. And bubbles so active and so clearly appears on the surface. And next, a final example of distortion. This is pronounced very difficult pronunciation. Hijack Hercule. Hijack Hercule. What is this? This is the name of German experimental photographers. And here are his two works. I use his experimental photos as distortion data. And so this is his works, very abstract and contemporary art. An AI photographer generates 4 mutations. Look closer one example. In this sample, experimental photos mixed rainbow forms make very psychedelic images. So excited. Totally, we can see AI photographer generate surprising and unpredictable photos. I have some exhibition. I exhibit this AI photographer rainbow mutation in 2 events. One of this is this one, Color Science and Art Laboratory of Tokyo Polytechnic University, Atsuri campus. And next, this is Art Festa of Faculty of Arts of Tokyo Polytechnic University, Nakano campus. And we got a good favor and success, both of the event. And this is the end of my presentation. How do you think AI photo works? Thank you for your attention, and I hope to see you someday or somewhere.